Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to join the Patreon, you can join at patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. Let's get started. I'm going to do just a really quick video on, what is it called? On Bitcoin and the possibility of us actually being at the potential top of the cycle, right? Regardless, I know that there's like the halving and all that other crap going on, but, really easy thing here is, there's one strategy that I do, which is essentially just trading liquid. And that's where we are right now, right? We're essentially at liquid right here at 61,479. And usually what happens at these levels is you have a lot of, rejection when it comes to liquid, right? You have a lot of resistance. And the easiest way to explain this is exactly why we rejected last time, right? You essentially had liquid right here, right, at 58,875, right? And then what happened was you actually came back down, you rejected that, and you came right back down, right? So in this one, right, you are breaking this, but I want to make sure that next month, right, if next month you actually close above this 61479 level, you have a really good chance of actually, continuing to push towards the upside, right? I think, this is actually a little bit higher. There you go. You can use a 2-week right there. So 2-week, we do have liquid there. Let me see if on the weekly we have a little bit higher liquid. Yeah, on the weekly, we do have a little bit higher liquid. There you go. So on the weekly, you do have a higher liquid and you are coming back down. So I would 100% take a short here if we do actually end up closing a bear trigger, right? For me, essentially, this would be a perfect short to the low side to roughly around 51,000, right? If we're just looking at the weekly, right? So I can expect something basically like this, something like that. Right, and then you probably then you like either push up or you just completely die back down to roughly maybe like a 42K level, right? And again, this is all just going by the weekly, right? So again, we do this weekly liquid. Let me see, and I think that's roughly pretty good. I mean, I guess you can check like the fib level too. I guess fib would be roughly. Yeah, I mean, fib would be like your golden pocket, right? When you call like the 618 fib retracement is at 51,984. So roughly, like a 52K on. Whoops, what did I delete? There you go. Just want to delete this. There you go. Yeah, so roughly, this would be your 618 retracement on the fib, this 51K level, right? I would not be surprised for us to just completely dump to the low side, right? And I do think that we are headed a little bit lower, right? I do need this to close a bear trigger, right? So in 12 hours, you got to come back down a little bit more because you haven't really retraced at the spot where I wanted to retrace, right? So, you're right on the spot, but again, I need that weekly close, right? I need this to close a weekly bear trigger for me to stay bearish, right? Otherwise, you can keep pushing towards the upside, right? This needs to come lower. But the one thing that's going against Bitcoin right now is this weekly close, right? So the dollar just completely obliterated a lot of people's, how can I say this? A lot of people's expectations, right? So everybody thinks that because, not thinks, right? This is like a known thing. If the dollar goes up, everything else is going to drop, right? The stock market's going to drop. Bitcoin's going to drop. Very simple chart here. Because we did close above this price, right, of 104, what is this, 104,275, I'm thinking that 105,228 on DXY is kind of sort of guaranteed, right? Again, my opinion, this is what I think is going to happen. This is why I think that we are topping on the stock market as well as topping on Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And we can even go into total, really. Charts, candles, there we go. Remember how I told you guys that it's always a good idea when you hit this 1.9 level, this 2.4 level, levels like that it's always a really good idea to kind of take a little bit of profit, right? So again, you hit that 2.4 level, you pushed up a little bit, and then you came right back down. So again, this might just be a retest at that 2.4 total market cap level, right? Before pushing towards the upside, because you do have, right? You did technically close above 2.5, right? You closed at a level of 2.533. So you did close there. I'm not necessarily happy with that close, right? If you guys wanted to keep pushing towards the upside, whoops, right? Because you need to close like that. You need to close again. You need to close again. You need to close a candle above 2.5 again, right? And it's just a very simple thing here, right? So see how last time you actually closed above 2.5. So you closed above, and then the candle again was right above, right? You had this next candle right above that. This one, I'm not liking this close on that 2.5 total because guess what? I mean, this is already 2 weeks that you rejected essentially that 2.5 total level, right? And if you don't close this week or today, right? Because we're going to close this candle, this weekly candle in 12 hours. If this doesn't close bearish, right? Today, I can almost guarantee you next week, you're going to have a candle close like this, right? You might have a candle close like somewhere like that. Almost, I don't want to say guaranteed, but almost like that, right? Because, it's one of those things where I'm like, I mean, this thing is going to close down, right? Like you're obviously rejecting 2.5. If you wanted to, if I wanted to be more comfortable with crypto as a whole, you should have had a candle close like this, right? You should have had a candle close like that, last week or this week, right? At least a candle like this, right? One of these two candles should have been bullish, and it's not. And, on the weekly basis, right, I can definitely see us closing a bear candle next Sunday, right? Or the close of next Sunday for the weekly, and this closing under 2.4. And if that happens, and if we close a weekly bear trigger, right, the possibility of us having this be, the top of the cycle for this, is very, very high. And the thing that also makes me kind of more, biased to the bear side is everybody is so greedy right now, right? The amount of TikTok videos that I've seen of people saying, oh, you know what, I'm going to be rich, invest in these meme coins, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you guys are investing in like meme coins, like let's go with Doggy, right? Like Doggy's still pushing, but Doggy ran from 5 cents to 17, right? That's already 300% X, right? You already have things like I think Brett. Let's go with Brett. Brett did, from 002 to here, right? You already did like a 15X. I don't even know how, right? I mean, we're gonna find a chart that's easier. Like this one, Brett, for example, you opened up here at 0.001. You did a 38X on this one on Brett since March 7th, right? Brett, I think there's like new meme coins that came out, but I'm telling you guys that once you guys start seeing these runs, and even Shiba, right? Even Shiba, let me see. So even Shiba, right? You essentially ran from what, 0.009 to, what is the high here? 45. So that one already did a 5X, right? So Shiba already did a 5X. It's just one of those things where I'm like, even right now, right? You close the bullish trigger, right? You're still kind of chilling. I would definitely be more interested in Shiba if you started pushing a little bit towards these highs, right? Like if you started breaking above 29, then I can see us push a little bit higher. But let's see, where's total 3? I want to see where these meme coins are running to. So our meme coins, yeah, bro, meme coins are gonna do horrible this cycle. Look at that, right? For total 3, even this, right? Like, look, you're not even like at a place. You're not even close on the meme coins, and Bitcoin is already looking like it's showing signs of being at the top, right? So I don't know. I just don't feel as, I don't want to say comfortable, but I just don't think that this cycle is going to be as big as the last cycle that we had back in 2020 and stuff. Look at that. So technically, you already hit liquid on the monthly right here at $790 billion, right? So you really only have 2 recent liquids. You have 790 billion, and then you have another at 959, right? And it doesn't seem like you're breaking that. 2 week, where's the weekly? The weekly looks like it's about to turn back to the lower side. So I don't know. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what I think is happening. I think as of right now, things are extremely bearish. I think meme coins might have one more push, right? Because this looks like you did break trend. So, I'll definitely give it that, right? It definitely looks like you guys will have one more push on the meme coins, right? It looks like you're headed to probably a 790 billion market cap. So I do think the meme coins have one last run, possibly before pushing up and then coming right back down, right? But we'll see, because Bitcoin and both Bitcoin and Ethereum do look like they're starting to top, right? So let me see. Yeah, even Ethereum's going to close that bear week, right? So Ethereum's already closing. What about that monthly? Let's see, 2 week. 2 week, is it closing under? The closing, no, not yet. It's not closing under yet. Let me see. Is it closing under here? Oh, yeah. I would definitely take, look at that. I would definitely take the short on Ethereum, right? That's a perfect entry right there. That's solid. So if I was just, taking this just as a regular trade, I would take this from here, right? Because Ethereum is closing that bear week, right? At least to like here. That's what I would take this, right? Just as a regular trade. My stops would be like right, look at that, like right there. That'd be my setup. And I just wait. I would just wait for this to go lower, right? Because if Ethereum is closing a bear week, Bitcoin's not too far away. Definitely next week, I think. Because, if Ethereum is supposed to be the stronger one on the batch, in my personal opinion, from Bitcoin, and if Ethereum's already starting to get a little bit weak, that's just, kind of signs of where the market's going. Because that's a pretty nice wick right there on the monthly, right? And if you close a wick like that, that's kind of gross. So I don't know. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what's going to happen. Maybe next month you pump a little bit again, but again, everything does look a little bit more on the bearish side on crypto overall. So, if we were to actually reject and top right here, I would not be surprised. Will we? I'm not 100% sure. I think that we're going to start topping a little bit because that DXY is really pushing. You got the dollar pushing super hard. So I think we're actually at a top. But we'll see what happens, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.